So Dmitry Bivol is expected to make his return to the ring come early 2026. Now, he recently recovering from surgery. Of course, Bivol is, unified light heavyweight champion. And, I'm super excited to see him come back to the ring because he's one of my favourite boxers to watch. He's got a traditional Soviet style that's super hard to deal with, super hard to prepare for, and ultimately super hard to beat. Only Artur Beterbiev has been the only one to beat him, and that was a very close fight, and arguably Bivol could have won that fight, right? But I say all that to say, who do I think Bivol will come back against? Now, it's actually quite an easy one for me because Albert Ramirez will be one of his mandatories, I think, for the WBA because he won a title eliminator in his last fight. So Albert Ramirez will likely become mandatory for Dmitry Bivol for the WBA. Either he will have to fight him or he'll vacate. I don't think timelines will match up for a Beterbiev trilogy or David Benavidez fight because both guys are fighting in November. That being said, Turkey did say he wanted a quick turnaround for David Benavidez, but I do think they'll do Beterbiev-Benavidez early 26. The winner of that will fight Bivol. Because I think Bivol will fight Ramirez early 2026, beat him, and then go on to fight the winner of Beterbiev and Benavidez. So the lightweight division is very interesting, man. There's a lot of talent in that lightweight division. And lightweight hasn't always been super talented. I think, previous generations, you had your Kovalev and Wards. This new generation is now, Bivol, Beterbiev, Benavidez, these sorts of guys, Callum Smiths. They're the new lightweight generation now. I say the new generation, Beterbiev's like 41. Bivol's no spring chicken either. But yeah, this is a new generation of lightweight. There's a lot of talent there. I think Bivol will be able to beat Albert Ramirez pretty handedly. Ramirez hasn't really fought anyone at world level, but he's shown that throughout his record, he's got at least some power and he can bang nonetheless. It's boxing, so you're going to be in there with a puncher's chance regardless. But Bivol should be a far too high IQ boxer to even get caught by a big shot from Ramirez. Because like I said, Ramirez really hasn't fought anyone world level, certainly hasn't fought anyone with the style of Bivol. So I think it would be a relatively easy fight, assuming Bivol's able to properly recover from this surgery. And, it's not a surgery that's going to ultimately change his style of boxing. I believe it was an elbow or shoulder surgery, I want to say. And of course, these are vital parts of the body for boxing, right? Of course. So we'll see. But I'm excited. It's good news to hear Bivol's back. Good news to hear that he's recovering from the surgery and looking to get back in the ring for early 2026. I think the Ramirez fight for the WBA title will be what's next for him. But we'll see. As soon as I hear more news, see more reports, I'll probably be making a video about it because, like I said, Bivol is one of my favourite fighters to watch. Very talented, like I said. What can I say about Bivol that's not already been said a million times before? This guy's world level, established, beaten Canelo, beaten Beterbiev, and beating a who's who of the lightweight division. There's some guys he hasn't fought yet, but I'm looking to see him fight these guys like a Benavidez, like a Callum Smith, like a David Morrell, these sorts of guys. So yeah, it's an interesting time in the lightweight division. Bivol's going to be back, so watch this space, I guess. I'd be curious to know what you guys think. Who do you think Bivol should fight next? I know everyone will want those dream fights of a Benavidez, of a Beterbiev. But for this next fight, I don't think timelines will quite match up. And I think it'll be Albert Ramirez. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you want to see Bivol fight next? Do you think he'd beat those guys as well? So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag. And I'm out. Peace.